Welcome to the inside of our Expedition truck build. We recently completely converted from an empty box to this beautiful home. One of the biggest things we wanted to add in this home compared to what we had on our van, a big wish list item, was a nice size fridge freezer. So we're used to having either a reach-in fridge freezer chest style or a small, pretty much dorm-like fridge. Our previous one was about 3.1 cubic feet, and what we have now is the Norcold N8 DC fridge. So this one is, as for the 8 in there, this is 8 cubic feet big, so you're looking at a little over double what our fridge had before. This is, and then the DC version on that N8 DC. So DC is that it runs off of DC, which is a 12-volt electrical system. Hookup was very easy. There is a negative and a positive right on the top here that you just hook up to your negative and positive on your fuse panel. Very easy for as far as that goes. It has a variety of settings on here on the front, on-off button, plus and minus to change how cool or frozen you want things. It goes from 1 to 5, and then you have your settings that you can set your freezer one temperature and your fridge another temperature, and then raise that depending on how you like it. It also has a night mode on it. I believe it runs for roughly 8 or so hours, 8 to 10, somewhere in there, and that allows it to just go in a low power mode so that you don't take as much power overnight when you don't open the fridge typically during the night, so it can keep all the coolness in there without having to run the fridge very often. For RVs and any home on wheels, when you're traveling, you want some way to keep the doors shut. Nice thing about this fridge here is it has a locking system already in here. In order to open these, you do have to push in the button here, and then it'll open like that. For this particular fridge freezer combo, it does have the freezer on top. It has 2 different levels, and then inside the door it also has a little door shelf. For the fridge, lots of different room. There's 2 baskets on the bottom, and we have found use. We put like our meats and cheeses down there. There's a main spot for like milks, juice, coffees, taller things, and then a tiny little shelf on the top. But nice thing about this one, I'm gonna shut it so we don't let all the cool air out. Nice thing about this one is in the back of like where the milks and juices go, there is a half level. So pretty much the main level is divided in half, and there's an extra shelf in 2 areas right there to add smaller things, sour cream, cottage cheese, those types of things right in the back. And then as far as the door goes, we've got 2 little shelves in the door as well, so we put some creamer and drinks and things there. There are a variety of spots down in the fridge where you can change the level of the shelves depending on what will fit your needs and the typical foods that you do buy. And on the freezer side, it does have 2 spots where you can change the shelf, also depending on what type of food you buy and what will fit best in there. For this particular fridge, it does not require external venting, which is great because then we didn't have to cut more holes in our rig. What it does is it vents through the back of it and then comes right out of the front here. You can feel a little bit warmer air right there. With this being a 12-volt only system, that means it cannot run off of a regular household 120-volt plug, and it does not have propane on it. So depending on what you're looking for, make sure you get the correct model that you're wanting for that. We just wanted the 12-volt model because we are a self-sufficient rig, so we have solar power that charges our 12-volt batteries. That runs this thing right here. As far as design goes, this is a beautiful black. You can see we have a black interior in here, and it is actually a matte black. I'm very impressed with how much it matches our design. It's not a glossy one. It's so beautiful, and that was a really big surprise to us when Norcold sent us this fridge. As far as fridges goes, I'm really glad it's this size. Not too much bigger because we do have limited space in here, but it gives us just enough space to be able to stock up and go off grid for a little bit longer than we're used to, which is what we prefer to be.